can't be good. Okay. Whoa! This music. Hey, there's a fire! Somebody should... Hey, that's my blanket! My blanket! They're not even from this floor!
Absolute epic victory. See, there are some good things that can happen out there from these Capitol Hill meetings outside of Fox News soundbites. Many of you have been following the story of the world's most influential advertising cartel on the planet versus Elon Musk and Rumble, versus X and Rumble. Now, how we got here was during some Capitol Hill hearings, it was revealed that an agency called GARM, which is an arm of the WEF, controlled somewhere around 90 cents of every dollar on the internet. Essentially, if you were a big advertiser, you were like, hey, GARM, where should we advertise? And GARM was telling people you should not advertise your products to conservatives. In particular, you should not advertise your products on Rumble. You should not advertise your products on X. You should not advertise your products on Steven Crowder's channel or the Daily Wire or any platforms that allow these people to exist. We knew this as a absolute fact due to several emails that were submitted in evidence. So everyone basically said, yeah, great. Capitol Hill meetings, everyone gets their sound bites, nothing's going to change. But then Monday, Elon Musk and Rumble combined forces and sued GARM, as well as many people in the department. And as of right now, you're going to want to get that like button ready. GARM has collapsed. They have shut down all operations in response to this lawsuit. This is massive. This is fighting back your pressure on corporations. I want to tell you how this was won, because it wasn't just the lawsuit. It was your pushback too. The reason this worked is because you had X and Rumble with the money. Then it was revealed that Dunkin' Donuts and Guinness and Smirnoff and Aviation Gin and all these companies had been working with GARM and had been specifically not advertising on certain people's platforms because they were told that that was the case. They were told that you shouldn't advertise here by GARM. That's the illegal part. That's the grounds for the lawsuit part. Now, a lot of people are trying to say, well, they're just dissolving so that they can avoid, a lawsuit by saying, hey, we don't even exist, bro. We don't exist. That's not going to work. And the coverage around this has been absolutely amazing. What happened was, after Dunkin' and Aviation Gin and Smirnoff and Guinness and did I say Dunkin' Donuts and stuff, once they got exposed, what happened is probably you all started boycotting them. And then they went back to GARM and they were like, yo, you leaked our emails. Now we're suffering a massive boycott. I'm in the middle of one of my biggest days ever at Coffee Brand Coffee because of promo code SWITCH, 15% off site-wide. People are switching off Dunkin' and buying Coffee Brand Coffee, which you should do as well. We have our full lineup linked in the description below. This is a massive win. So, breaking. After Chris Pavlovski, by the way, everyone's giving credit to Elon and X. Chris Pavlovski and Rumble were standing right there too. Breaking. The World Federation of Advertisers is shutting down GARM after Rumble and X filed lawsuits against them. What are they hiding? This is the most significant anti-censorship win in history. This is also, not in history, but in recent history. And this is also in a week in which a court ruled that Google is a de facto monopoly and may force them to open up the default search engine on Android phones to competitors. Wouldn't that be great for YouTube competitors too? This via Zero Hedge. GARM advertising cartel shuts down 48 hours after X and Rumble file lawsuit. 48 hours after X and Rumble filed the lawsuit against Global Alliance for Responsible Media, which is a censorship cartel, and several members of the World Federation of Advertisers announced that they will shutter GARM, saying in a statement reported by Business Insider, quote, they're a not-for-profit organization with, quote, limited resources. Here's the facts. They may be a quote unquote not-for-profit in the same way that media matters as a not-for-profit, and in the same way that Southern Poverty Law Centers are not for profit, but they still have millions of dollars flow in from pro-censorship, anti standing on your own opinions people, and they use them as censorship tools against everyday Americans, against people that just want to consume content. You see this tweet, GARM, the advertising industry censorship cartel, is shutting down. 2 days after X and Rumble Video filed a lawsuit against it. 8 days after FFO Freedom exposed its members billions of dollars in government contracts. 1 month after Jim Jordan and the Judiciary Committee released its first report on the cartel. This is a massive win. Huge shout out to Elon and X, and because of that, I have upgraded my membership to business level to support Elon and X, and huge shout out to Rumble. And all I can do is tell you I'm at 230,000 followers on Rumble. I live stream there every day at 1 Eastern. I would never ask you to quote unquote quit whatever platform you like. If you like YouTube, you like YouTube. If you like BitChute, cool. Odyssey, cool. X, cool. But all I'm going to ask is that you download the Rumble app today after this video. Follow the quartering. Follow other channels you like. Crowder, Dan Bongino, Melanie Mack, Geeks and Gamers, Nerdrotic. They're all there. And watch at least their live streams. I'm live every day at 1 Eastern. Maybe you can't watch it live, but you could come watch it later. Download that app and support platforms that support the fight for free speech. This is a massive win. And the fact people say, oh, there's hardly anybody there. I have 230,000 followers. I regularly have 5,000 to 7,000 people watching my live streams there. I want that number to be 10,000 by the time the election comes around. And we can't do that if you don't grab the app and integrate it into your viewership. You know, you have lots of apps. You have Disney Plus, you have Netflix, Hulu, whatever. Just add Rumble to it. Follow creators. Open it up once in a while. Update the app if you haven't used it in a while. It's on Roku if you don't have Roku. It's on Xbox if you don't have Xbox, or if you have an Xbox. It's on most Samsung smart TVs, LG smart TVs. If you're a desktop viewer like me, bookmark the site, create an account, follow the accounts that you like, show them support on the sites that matter. Rumble didn't have to take up this battle against, for free speech. They didn't have to. Look what happened today when they won their lawsuit. Look at that. Up 4%. Up 21 cents a share. After losing 61 cents yesterday when the announcement of the lawsuit happened. They thought they were going to lose. The market thought they were going to lose. They didn't. They forced them to shut it down. In an email to members, Stephen Locke, the CEO of this cartel, said the decision was not made lightly, and Lorkey also said that they intend to contest the claims in X's lawsuit, and we're confident that the outcome would demonstrate our full adherence to the competitive rules and activities. No. I completely want this to continue. I want the lawsuit to continue going through. Linda Yaccarino replies, and everyone made fun of her video. All the mainstream pro-censorship people were making fun of her video. No small group should be able to monopolize what gets monetized. This is an important acknowledgement and a necessary step in the right direction. I'm hopeful that it means the ecosystem-wide reform is coming. Let me just say, a brand, for example, like Coffee Brand Coffee, my company, link in the description, promo code SWITCH, 15% off site-wide, 1 day only sale. Don't miss out. A brand can advertise wherever they wish. Okay, I can show all my wonderful products here. You're watching it on YouTube. You're watching it on X. You're watching it on Rumble. All this kind of stuff, right? Wherever you're watching it. And that's fine. If a brand chooses not to support people they view are conservative, that's their right. Just in the same way that brands can choose to not support people that they might consider liberal. I think that's a very bad way to do business. I think if you sell something like coffee or gin or donuts, like Dunkin' Donuts and Aviation Gym, you should probably just want everybody to buy your products. But what happens is these companies get too big and then they start to think, hey, you know what? I don't want these people's money, even though they were happy to take it during their formative years. All these people were 100% fine taking your money until they got big enough. So when these companies make a choice to not advertise somebody, that's their choice. That's totally legal, and you can boycott them should you see fit, and that's the way capitalism works. What GARM was an agency that apparently seemed to be actively telling its members not to support sites like Rumble, not to support sites like X, not to support creators or sites like the Daily Wire, or creators like Steven Crowder, or creators like myself, creators like Alex Jones, creators like, they were telling people, hey, in emails, we saw Dunkin' Donuts say, yeah, we're not cool with that. We don't want to be in the same space as Steven Crowder. We know this because the emails are right here. It's just too polarizing. Even though you could advertise with Rumble and just not be on Alex's show, or you could not be on other people's show that you don't like, they're fine. But here is, the emails where they're basically saying, again, in this email, there's no scenario where we approve a platform like Steven Crowder or Alex Jones. From Diego NA, which tweets are now protected. Bailey's, Crown Royal, Captain Morgan, Smirnoff, Tanqueray, Guinness. All of these people hate conservatives, just so you know. They will not spend money on a platform that dares to host Steven Crowder. Okay? So I'm sure if, look, I'm a vodka guy. Who's a vodka guy on here? Smirnoff, Ciroc, Kettle One. I like Kettle One. I'll live. Tito's isn't on this list. Tito's is cheap and affordable, and it's high quality. If you drink, Bailey's, find an alternative. They don't want to spend money to find you as a customer, so you should not be giving them your money. This is an epic win, massive win. Huge thank you to Chris Pavlovsky and Rumble for standing behind free speech, as well as Elon Musk. Again, if you made it this far in the video, all I ask, I'm sure you already have X. Download the Rumble app, find your favorite creators, tune into their live streams, interact with them, because the bigger Rumble gets, the more power they have to keep speech free. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let's hit 250,000 followers on Rumble. I'll do something really special when we do. Hopefully, really soon. We'll talk to you again real soon.